Hi, Debbie speaking. Day 44 video, and today my topic is be understanding. Are you an understanding person, or would you rather be understood? So, how do your conversations go with other people? Are you constantly interrupting them and saying, oh no, this is the way it should be done, and this is the way I do it, or things like that? Or are you listening to them to see why they do things a certain way that may be different to what you prefer to do it? Being understanding is something that I have learnt a lot about since we've been here as a family for my mum's passing. And I've really appreciated it, actually, because I do tend to jump to conclusions. I'm a very sensitive person. I am an artist. And therefore my feelings get hurt very, very easily. And I try to overcome this problem, but it's so hard to do, because everything I hear seems directed at me, and I start thinking, well, what am I doing? And it all goes back to being bullied when I was a little girl, I think, and growing up and being in bullying relationships. And so be understanding has really been taught to me these past couple of weeks, by my young niece. Now she is a palliative nurse, yeah. And it was wonderful having her at the hospital. This is a little story. It was wonderful having her at the hospital because the nurses in the hospital are not geared towards a specific part of training. And my niece arrived, who has this training, and before she did, she kept asking me on the phone, is this happening, is that happening? I'm thinking, why on earth is she asking me these funny questions? And of course what she was asking me, what's happening? So she said, oh, I better come over. So she did, and arrived, and here we were applying my mother with heaps of drugs because we thought she was in pain. And my niece suddenly just sort of interjected and said, why don't we just move her around first before you get the nurse to give us some more drugs? Wow, that seemed to make a big difference. We just sort of moved Mum's legs a bit and got her out of that position and put her into another position and moved her head a little bit and, just tried to wriggle her around so she was in a bit more comfortable position. And I tell you, she stopped groaning. And here we were constantly saying to the nurse, you're not giving her enough drugs to stop the pain. And so it was wonderful having this person who knew what she was doing and saying to be in our midst. And while I've been here in the house and she's been helping me with things like packing up stuff and getting things ready for the scanner and and deciding who should have what and who should come first and all these things, that happens when something happens like this. And then she'd always be asking me, did I feel comfortable with that decision? And at first I'd say, oh yes, no, that's fine, when really I wasn't. And then after a while I'd say, well, I feel like I'm being pushed into doing something. And then she'd say to me, well, now why do you feel that way? Now come on, let's sit down and talk about it. I've never had somebody do that for me before, and now I'm going to cry because it's the sport. So it's brought some healing to me, I think, because I didn't realise that you could ask such questions and decide that and be the one that said, no, I'm not happy, can we do it a different way? I just didn't realise that before. Here I am, 61 years of age, and learning something so very basic. Excuse me for being emotional, but I really felt a great lot of healing over these last couple of weeks, and it all had to come from my niece, who just took the time to ask me, was I happy with what was being decided? And I'm the eldest of the family, and often I just feel bullied all the time by my younger siblings. I've felt it all my life, and I've just let them have their way rather than cause a big problem. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I really have enjoyed her company, and she's gone home now, but she's coming back. I'm so looking forward to her coming back when she's finished her shifts and can come back for a few more days just to make sure everything's going all right here. So I want you to realise that being understanding is a great thing in someone's life. Things might not be done the way you'd like them to be. You are allowed to say, I'd rather it done this way, and this is why. So you need to be able to explain why your refusal might be a bit different to somebody else's, and then let them explain as well, so that you can come to some sort of compromise. So being understanding is a great thing to learn in life, rather than always interjecting or just interrupting and making yourself feel heard, wanting to be heard and not being heard. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, and I'm really sorry I've got emotional about it, but it has been a great healing to me today. So if you can take some notice of what I'm trying to teach you in this video, I would be very, very grateful for you and for me. And so this is day 44 video, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.